Hi everybody, it's Glenn. It is May 30th, and I am now caught up with all my vlogs. I'm in the living room because my grandma's been telling me that I'm really loud in my room. Partially because I'm used to being up here in this part of the house by myself, and my grandma's in the room next to me. But also because this house is so freaking quiet at night when everybody's sleeping, because there's like nothing to capture sound. There are no curtains, there are no rugs. I mean, it's just like empty space more or less. But also because my voice is heavy and it carries. Like, I can't really whisper for anything. What was I talking about? Oh, I'm in the living room, vlogging again. I'm on the other side. It's a fairly big living room. Today was YouTube Vlogger Day. I got into YouTube vlogs over winter break. So, December 2012. I got really into like YouTube vloggers. Like, I started watching Will and RJ. They vlog every day. Miles J, Tyler Oakley, Daily Grace. I've been in love with Daily Grace. I think before that, Hannah Hurt. I watch, just a lot of people, Megan Tonjes. And I've found new people to subscribe and watch videos for, from Will and RJ's subscribe roll call, which they do. And I haven't watched a lot of videos for a while because my semester got really hectic. So I was like struggling to stay on top of my schoolwork and my grades and all that good stuff. Good news is I passed with A's and B's, which is fantastic. Best semester yet. Bad news is that I'm behind on my YouTubers. I watched all of Daily Grace up till now. That's cool. I think there's a new Daily Grace tomorrow. And I've mostly caught up with Megan Tonjes. I didn't watch any of like the Vita videos, so I'm pretty much behind. And I watched a few Mount J's videos because I just got sucked in with YouTube, the magic. So that's the process. And my dad and I have season 3 of Heroes now, so I need to start watching that also. And Gossip Girl, because I need to watch that, because I've been watching that. I started watching that, and I'm curious how it ends. And I want to start Teen Wolf, so I have a lot of things I want to do. And also books that I want to read. Like, I recently bought Tina Fey's Bossy Pants, and I'm like halfway done with that. Super good. I recommend it. So I want to finish that, and I also want to read the last 50 Shades book, because I started reading it and I want to finish the series. There's another book that I wanted to read, and I can't remember what it was. I know, I saw it today, and I was just like, I want to read that. But yeah, so I have a lot of things to catch up on. But this video is not about what I did today, even though basically it is. I wanted to talk about poetry. Yesterday's video was talking about how I checked out my blog and how I've gotten like thousands of views, which is something I didn't think was going to happen, and it seemed like it happened very quickly when I wasn't paying attention. And I'm grateful for that, and I'm very appreciative, and like, it's just a really cool thing. But it's like it's making me assess my poetry again. This happens every time I like write or experience like literary readings or stuff like that. But basically, I write my poetry because I have my own story. Nothing, like, it's not a bad story, but I have my own life, my own set of experiences, my own personality, obviously. I'm a separate human being than everybody else. But I write them because I want to, and sometimes because I need to, and because I like to. But by writing them down, and then like I put them online, I have a lot of it just through my computer, and I have my blog, my Blogspot, and my Tumblr. But I put them online because I want other people to read them, and then like read them and experience it. So like people who have the same experiences can read them and relate and know that they're not the only person that has the experience. Because when I was growing up, well, I'm still growing up, but when I was younger, I didn't really have that. I didn't have a lot of resources or a lot of material about anything that was homosexually related. So basically, it was just me doing my own thing, being my angsty teenage self. And like, that's fine. I turned out okay. I'm good, but I like putting it out there because I want to be able to relate to people. When my writing, that's what I want to do. I want to write a book, put it out there. I want people to read it and then connect with it and like share it with other people. That's ultimately what I want to do. So I took a poetry class last semester and I read poetry, and it was a good experience. It wasn't what I expected, but it was still a good experience. But the final project was to make a chapbook. It's about 10 pages of poetry, or a minimum of 10 pages of poetry. So I made a chapbook. It's called Birth to Sun to Fallen Leaves to Barren. That's what I called it. It's a poetry chapbook based on the seasons. There are 4 seasons, obviously, 3 poems for each season. I have a PDF file of it, and I have an online chapbook version of it on this website called Issuu. And I wanted to broadcast that. I'm actually very proud of this this chapbook. Some of the poems are from winter 2012. Some of them are from its previous semester, so I guess basically spring 2013. I'm proud of the story. It's basically relationship oriented because that's what a lot of my poetry is. It's based around men and people in my life. You know, that's kind of my thing. Excuse me. I just drank a glass of like this really disgusting Pinot Grigio, and it's only disgusting because it's like legit wine. I'm a cheap wine. But the poems in this book are pretty much based around like relationships or experiences that I've had, and I'm very pleased with the way it turns out because the poems in each of the seasons, so the 3 poems in spring, tell a story in the way that they're oriented. But then the first poem of each season tells a story. So first poem of spring, first poem of summer, first poem of fall, and the first poem of winter also tell a story. I put some thought into it. They're not perfect. It's not a perfect story. Like, it doesn't progress perfectly, but it definitely has an overall feeling, and I think it works very well. And I encourage you to go take a look at it. I'll put the link in the description below. And I guess a link to my Tumblr. My Tumblr doesn't really have much of my poetry anymore because I'm just using it as like a regular Tumblr. We're blogging perverted jokes and pictures of hot guys and cool quotes and sad quotes and funny gifs and stuff like that. But I'll also put a link to my Blogspot blog. I've been talking about bringing it back, and I'm not sure if I'm going to bring it back yet. Why? I don't know. But I'm not sure if I'm going to bring it back yet. But as I said before, I will keep you posted, and you will definitely know if I will be making a return to Blogspot. I posted on it yesterday, actually, talking about how I don't know if I'm going to be bringing it back or not. But all of that's there. The links will be in the description. Yes, please feel free to take a look at the online poetry chapbook. It flips pages. You can zoom in. Some of the font's kind of small because the poems are long, but I want them on each on an individual page. Some of them are too long. I couldn't do that, so I compromised. And that's today. Thanks for stopping by watching this video. I appreciate your time and the attention you're paying to me. Thank you again if you're one of the people that have looked at my Blogspot blog. I very much appreciate that. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing with your friends if you have. If you're not, and you like it, then I think you should. It'll be fine. But with that being said, I will leave you here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.